I will try and find you and unmute you. Okay, so you've got no sound at all, so I've got no mute on there. If I can invite you to talk, are you on your computer? Let's see how we go. There we go.
That's not.
How are we?
Yeah, that's us now.
Beautiful. So we're going to get rid of my screen and try and share the screen. It's having a few issues with the last guy to try and get it going, which is still not going to work through here. Okay, let's go old school. I'll share it this way if I can. So we're going to talk pink sheets. Is that good?
Yeah, so I guess after our last call, I'm sitting looking through notes that I'd made. So kind of, that is one of my weaknesses, is that I do too many tasks at one time. So probably, yeah, need to digest. But yeah, so I was trying to correlate obviously between pain stacks, pink sheets, blogs, all of that, and I nearly have it. But yeah, just to clarify, pink sheet, I guess, would be helpful too.
Okay, beautiful. Let me find out. Why are we not registering my iPad? Otherwise, it'll take forever. If I can't register my iPad, and you'll go, nah, I'm not going to find out. You're not going to see anything if you can't see that. It's going to go. Beautiful. We are on. Okay, cool. So what I might do, because I've only got exactly half an hour, I'm tight as at the moment, so I'm going to try and work through this as quick as I can, and I don't want to teach you something that you don't need. So what I need to figure out is when we work through this, if you could possibly go, Richard, I know that's easy. You may not. You might go, Richard, you confuse me even more.
The thing, I suppose if I ask, the thing with the pink sheet is, do you do a pink sheet for every topic, or is it somewhere you build a platform on, or like if we pick an example maybe and just do one out here, because then it'll be my world and I'll understand that maybe. Beautiful.
Okay, give me a pain stack. So we call this a pain stack or a Y stack. Give me something. Your skin, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you do acne?
Acne, yeah.
Is that a hot one for you, or is it wrinkles? What's your hottest button?
Yeah, hot would be acne or sensitivity. Yeah.
Okay, let's do acne. So we're going to do a pain point on acne. Okay, nice and easy. Give me 3 things or more that you think people care about with acne.
So you mean like care about as in the positive side, or that on a daily basis they worry about?
Yeah, so we can go deep and make them cry, but just on a daily basis. So for example, why would someone come to you with an acne problem?
Obviously just the look of it for a start. So
yeah.
How they look.
Yeah, look.
It's painful. Most of it, a lot of it's painful.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's dang hard to cover. So even with makeup, it's impossible, really.
Okay. Cannot cover? Yep.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah.
All the better. I mean, ideally what happens is when you do your consultations, try and pick out what a lady goes, I hate this. Whatever that this is in their world or your world.
Yeah.
Because if you start building up a repertoire. So let's go through here. I'm going to go deep pain and use my manly. I think they look ugly.
Yep.
Deeper again. Let's go potholes forever. What's your world? So I'm scarring. How's that? Yeah. So what we do, we choose a topic and we try and think what people care about enough to go, okay, I've got to read this because that's me.
Yeah.
So if you did a topic, for example, I'll come back to that. So we want to pimp this up now. So let's go opposite the side and we do a pimp, which is just a promise or a positive. So for example, the red look of acne, what happens if you got rid of that? What would you do to her?
Sorry, Richard, 1 second. Good boy. Yeah, you going to see Dada? Kiss. Okay, keep going to that. All right, good boy. The tooth fairy come last night, Richard.
How much is the tooth fairy worth now?
It's just £1 still. It's £1.
So for example, the opposite of painful.
Painless.
Do you know it's as simple as that?
Yeah.
Cannot cover.
So easy to cover.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Yep. Smooth. Yep. The whole idea is that if I know I've got acne and I can't hide it, and you tell me it's easy to cover and your skin will feel smooth, I get you. I know you get me. Ugly, scarring, opposite to ugly and scarring.
Confidence.
Yeah, confidence. Yeah. So you know how to do the Y stack pretty easy, hey?
Yeah, and obviously just healthier skin. That's what people want. They don't want.
Yeah. Because this here is beautiful. Is what they want. This is what they want to relieve. Get me away from this. Get me to what I want. So we can talk. When you start writing your blogs and your posts on Facebook, you can talk in negative or plus. Yeah. Do you suffer from unsightful pothole skin? Yeah. Are you looking to have super smooth skin so your acne cannot be seen by strangers? Positive and negative.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Think you can do one on your own?
A pain stack?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I said, let's do a pain stack on aging.
Yeah, so obviously some of this is going to overlap, but yeah, just how they look. They feel maybe older than they are.
Yep.
Their makeup sitting in their creases and wrinkles.
Cool, you got it. Opposite to old.
Yeah, feeling younger and fresher.
Yeah, easy. Makeup sitting in their holes.
Makeup, obviously, more flawless complexion for makeup.
You're better than me. Flawless, beautiful. Yeah, okay, easy. So everything we do starts with a pain and a why, because if I do have acne, if I am feeling a bit old, the only thing that's going to stop me on Facebook is you knowing I'm feeling old or you give me the solution. Mm-hmm. All we want to do with this is catch their eye. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Easy. With me?
Yep.
Cool. Pink sheet. A pink sheet is just one piece of paper. It's called a pink sheet because the man printed it on pink sheets by mistake. The pink sheet is your topic. Acne. Yep. Mm-hmm. And we're going to choose a point of what you're trying to get across. So let's choose one point. Let's go with painful. Is going to be the point that you're going to get across. Does your skin hurt because painful because of your acne? We're going to talk about that now. So up here, we have models, which no one seems to get, but if you can master models in anything you do, it's fantastic. Great for teaching your team, by the way. Yep.
Yeah.
If you have three things.
Called, or
pardon?
Is it called a picogram, or like there's something name for that, isn't there?
The models?
Yeah.
The models is just the fact is it's a if I was gonna say to you, there's 3 ways to grow your business, and it'll be like more clients, spend more, and visit. It's just by having it on a triangle, your brain registers it, because we don't take words in, we take pictures in. Yeah. So this is great if you can get that across. Great for me because I can send it to you guys, but you're in the different world to me. Mm-hmm. So you may never use this except when you're training your staff, the model. Here, I want a picture that's a metaphor, which means if I see this picture, I'm going to stop. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So a picture here of acne could be positive or negative. It could be a lady full on spotty, like a measles child, like saying, do you itch like this? Are you painful like this? Or it could be flawless skin to say, did you know this lady has acne? We cover it really well.
And would you then use your before and afters in this terminology rather than just, oh, this is a before and after?
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to you. A before, after, just an after, a famous person, it makes no difference.
Yeah.
That picture's just going to catch my eye. Down here, I need a real life story on anything. Hey, I went to the coffee shop today. There was a lady behind the counter. She's 26-year-old and her acne looked awful. And she didn't realize that she was embarrassed. She kept putting her shoulder down and she didn't realize we could fix that in half an hour. Like, really? Real life story. Hey, we had Debbie that came in to see us. Debbie came in and saw us and she's getting married in 3 months. And she said, can you cure my acne in 3 months? And I said, I can't cure it, but I can definitely get a way as best we possibly can for your big day. So we did this, and this, and that's what happened with Debbie. And now is a picture of Debbie happily married. A story. It has to be real. Can't be made up. It has to be real. It doesn't have to be about skin or acne. Just a story that will relate to people who have that. A story. Over here, I might just change the word of that so you get it. Over here is everything to do with proof. Yep, everything. So this one would be have your before and after, step by step. You tell me in an advert or a post how to hide acne in the morning. Yep. Tell me 1 to 5 of steps I can do at home to make my life easier. That's easy. It might be 6, whatever it is.
Obviously, just cleanse and prep the skin.
Yep.
Cleanse and prep your skin. Well, first of all, you should have had a treatment before that because it's going to be in better condition.
Yeah. And you tell us that as well. Hey, prep your skin and then do this. Easy. Just writing this out again, just so I can, while I work, because people get lost here a little bit. So we can have a step by step if you want to do it, how to.
Yeah, like I done recently, and again, it hasn't materialized, but I done with my last business coach. One of the last pieces we done was 5 steps to manage an acne. And I was going to have that as what you do, trying to get email addresses and get people to download it and put it what's the word?
A lead magnet.
Yeah, like a lead magnet, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, a lead magnet.
I haven't used that yet, but
yeah, nice and easy. Give it away for free is really quite nice. To your own clients, which is quite good. I'll be teaching you that next month, how to do that. Step by step, how to fact before and after reviews. So this is proof. Okay. The reason we call it a pink sheet is because some people, my wife, if you want her as a client, you better talk in models. Me, you got to tell me a story.
Yeah, I need story.
Yep. But what we want to do is we want to build your post in a certain way that everybody sees it. So a pink sheet is simple. It's you collecting info throughout the day like you would normally. So you do a consultation today, you write down the story, I'm going to use that. You see a step-by-step process or a case study, I'm going to use that. So what we do now with a Facebook post or an ad, it makes no difference, hey, what you do with it. You might just use 1, 2, or 3, or 10, whatever you want. You might go, okay, put in the pic here. I'm going to tell a story here, and I'm going to add that fact to my story. That's it.
Yeah.
Done. Tomorrow, I'm going to do it. Let's do a different color. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a whole new post. I'm going to add another pic here, and I'm going to do a step-by-step. That's it.
Yeah.
So this is your acne pink sheet that you'll just accumulate stuff It could be real stuff that's come from your acne company you use. It could be stories, real life. It could be a story about you as a child, that you're obsessed with acne because you had acne and there was no way. I was left at the prom, no boyfriend asked me out. I had to stay in on whatever night, I don't know. It's what we try and do here is when you're, how old's your child?
5.
5. Okay, so you're going through Facebook and you see a post that's just a random post that says how to make sure 5-year-olds become top of the class when they join school. Are you going to read it?
Probably, yeah.
Just interests you, hey? And that's all we're trying to do here is get an interest. So if I've got acne, I'm bombarded with crap where people try and prove to me how good their product is. Well, I don't want to know that. What I really want to know is that I get that. So your 5-year-old won't go to bed before 10. He just cries and cries and cries. And if you see a post said, how to get your child to bed before 10, you're going to go, that's me. I'm going to pay for that no matter what it is, because you live my world. So a pink sheet is just you accumulating stuff. So in the real world, you might have 20 pictures eventually. You might sit there for half an hour in front of the telly and go, I'm just going to start collecting pictures that I'm going to use for acne and store them on your computer in a folder called acne. And then you might go, I've got testimonials. Every time someone gives me a testimonial, I'm going to add it to this folder called acne. Yeah. I'm going to spend half an hour on Google getting facts. Did you know that 25% of ladies won't get married because of acne? Did you know that 35% of ladies feel $1 million once their acne's been hidden? Once you prove to me that you're good, I know you're better than the person down the road.
Yeah.
So we want to get their attention and then you back up what you do. When you start building blogs on your website, you can start getting posts that direct them to the blog, and you can do a massive story because you might get really into this thinking, if they start reading this, I'm going to win them over. I'm going to do pages of the stuff. Does that make sense now?
Yeah, and so I know in the call the other night you said, was it one of the girls does a lot of emailing?
Yes. Right? Yeah.
And in what terminology do you mean does lots? Is it just a mixture of info or?
Yeah, so for example, she'll choose a topic. So hers might be, the last one was her tan. Are you still topping your tan up? So she did a tan one. So she collects what she does, which is very clever. Well, we tweaked it and it's working really well for her. Is we put something on her website that said, if you're new, how would you like a $10 gift voucher off your first visit? Not $10 off, a $10 gift voucher. So they sign up, we send them a $10 gift voucher, and then she sends a newsletter like every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And the newsletter would be, hey, you guys, any of you suffering from acne out there? If you are, we get you. We understand you. There's not a face we haven't fixed. Yeah. We know that your face hurts. We know that you're hiding it in the morning. So I'm going to show you what we did with Tracy. Hey, here's Tracy. Tracy came in, did blah, blah, blah. So I'm now doing my pain, because my pain's in here. So I'm going to do that, which is up here, actually. I'm then going to tell them about a story, which is here. And then I'm going to give them a quick tip of how to do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
A pink sheet is just you gathering info that talks to different parts of the brain, because you need a story, I need a story. So if I was on Facebook and I was a skin specialist and I just talk about facts all day long and reviews, you're going to go, I don't even believe you. I don't even get over it. But I tell you a story about a young girl that was at school and she was messing all her grades up because she kept jumping class, and then the mum decided to get a loan out and fix the skin, and now she's top of the class and she's got a job and she's paying her mum back. I fell in love with that story. I want to go there too.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a story. So what we try and teach you to do is and you live this world, so you know all this anyway. It's just decompartmenting it and putting it together to people to say, we get you. So the post is like snippets. The blog, you can go deep if you want to.
Yeah, I think it's, for me, because skin is one thing. I know there's various in skin, but I actually find it harder in the beauty salon because there's so much to talk about. Does that make sense?
Give me an idea. Give me something in the beauty. What about wax?
Wax. Yeah, wax.
Pain point. Ingrown hairs?
Yeah, painful is a big one. So people
Painful?
just be painful, not going to do it.
Yeah, painful. Well,
Yeah.
all we want is a hot button. We just want a hot button. The hot button is, I'm going to stop scrolling when I see what you're talking about. So you said pain. Yep, we'll call that your hot button. So give me a picture in your head of painful waxed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, red raw, flames, whatever it
Yeah.
may be. Quite simple. A story. You tell me you can't get a story of anybody that puts up with this, or you've seen, or you've heard someone tell you a story. You know, we have a lady that won't get waxed anymore. She just uses old-fashioned razor because she's just tired of being in pain for 3 days afterwards. Just a little story. Has to be real life, because then people get it. Fact. How many ladies don't get waxed because of the pain? See if you can find a fact about it. Step by step. Why you? Why are you different that won't give me pain? You'll tell me, won't you?
Yeah.
But you got to prove it to me, you know. Proof. Hey, look at this review we got from Debbie. Debbie's one of them ladies that didn't like having wax because it's painful, you know. So we can do on any topic you want.
Yeah.
Easy.
Good.
And you just go, I want to collect 10 pics. Like, for example, if I'm walking around somewhere in my shopping centre and I see a picture in someone's window, if I see, for example, as a salon owner, but going on with our conversations that we did on the call the other day, 2 days ago, it was like, if I see a messy hairdresser with hair on the floor, I take a quick picture and I'd go, this is my bane, you know, who lets their salon get to this mess no matter how busy they are? But people now know that my salon will never be like that.
Yeah.
Because I care how so I've sort of underlined my systems. I've underlined that I care about mess. I care about them, just with one pic. So what I do is I just collect pics as I go around places. And facts, if I see a fact that either the waxy company's given you that you're going to reuse, or you decide to find a good fact. Here's a great fact, by the way, that I don't know if it works in the beauty world, but it worked in our world because we found it, was a fact for brides. And it was 36% of brides will not look at their wedding photos after the event because they hate their hair. Now, you tell me, if you're getting married next week and you see that fact, you're going to start thinking, hold on, am I not going to look at my photos? Is my hair going to be perfect? Now I've got to research real hairdressers. That one fact has woken me up.
Yeah.
You know, what percentage of ladies actually get burnt with wax?
No idea.
Yeah, but suddenly you've woken me up to, you know, oh, that's probably why I'm burning, you know. But we use, I don't know, sugar or whatever you want to use instead, or threading, whatever you do in your world. That's why we do that for people with sensitive skin, you know. So a pink sheet indirectly is actually a livable 10 documents, because it's going to be lots of them. Does that make sense? Yeah. So make it easy. So no overwhelm. How's this? No overwhelm for you. Just for now, beauty, skin clinic. Yeah.
Yeah.
All we want is 2 hot buttons. The best ones you can find. Let's not go into this. The best ones you can find. So what do people come to you for skin? Age, acne, looking young.
Yep.
Yeah. So and don't forget, with age, you could be looking at 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, and they all want something different.
Yeah.
Find who you want.
Yeah, I was doing a quick tap with our clients. Most of our skin clients are between probably 20 to 40. We're not getting the older folk in now.
Do you want the older folk in? They've got the money.
They've got the money, yeah. But and this is me probably gonna put them in a category, but they're nearly stuck in their ways. You know, it's hard to. I find that bunch is easier to change, so they're easier to educate.
Yeah, you're loving you where you're taking me. 50 and 60-year-olds, one thing they have more than anything else is money.
Time.
and time. They're working your side, right? So let's go back. They're stuck in their ways. Yep, we know that.
Yeah.
But the one thing that they don't have is they don't have your new secret. They don't.
Yeah.
They've been having it done for years, and guess what they see when they look in the mirror?
Same thing.
Same old lady who went there the first time. But you just hot button this. So you turn a hot button. So your pink sheet is your hot button on older people. Yeah. So when you're 60, you don't want to look 40. Yeah. You just don't want to look 60. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you start talking like that, and they'll come. I've got this fix. You know. Are you getting to an age where this matters, where you don't want to look like 40 anymore, or kids treat you like this? We do this, this, and this. So you just do a bit of homework, and you build a pink sheet on it. And the pink sheet is like, what do they want to know? So with their facts, for example, you know, their facts are going to be different for a 60-year-old. Hey.
Yeah.
You know, and their story is going to be different for. So you might be doing lots of stories of 20, 30-year-olds, and that's why you get what you get.
Yeah.
You know, a step by step for a 60-year-old really is going to be, I would rather say, look, you come in week 1, we'll do this. Come in week 2, we'll do this. Week 3, 4, you use this at home. Week 5, come back in. They don't want to do it themselves. They want you to do it. So it's like, this is how we get this result. And then you show a picture of a happy young 60-year-old. I'm hoping we've had some aha moments.
Yep.
Awesome. Is there anything else on pink sheets that we needed to cover?
Nope. That's good.
Yeah. So the hot buttons means what's the quickest result you're going to get clients in the door. Once you own that space, you can then move on. But I think you telling me you're overwhelmed, I think 2 hot buttons on each is enough.
Yeah.
You know, you want to be the number 1 acne clinic in town. You want to be the number 1 skin clinic in town for age. They're going to give you lots of money.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Cool. So this month, what's going to be your focus? Let's work on your focus for now.
I know we touched on this last week, but obviously we went through the client journey slightly.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I have a team meeting arranged with my staff. So I was just trying to get my head around that whole situation and trying to start to implement that. I obviously said you about targets and things that we've been running commission now for the last year because we had quite a change up of staff about a year, 2 years ago. So yeah, the targets are just not being achieved. So I need to have a stronger conversation about that, because for now I think they just think, oh, Victoria's just going to say the same thing and nothing's going to change. It doesn't matter if we don't hit target.
Okay, cool. How many staff have you got?
So I have 4. One's off maternity leave, so 3 at the minute.
Okay, cool. So I'm just going to make something up now at the top of my head and we'll see how we go. This is where you need to be tomorrow for your staff meeting. Okay. Target is, I'm going to just make it nice and easy that they're all on the same target, but they could be on different, okay? So that's what you want them to do. Yeah, and they hit commissions once they get to 1,000. You can give them, I give 30%, but you can give whatever you want. What you need to do, if you want them to hit commission, okay, where are they now? So let's say this one's on 700. Go back and get your history on this. 600, 400, 800. Does that sound good? You still with me? So what I need to know now, I might go black so you can see this. I want you to set their targets really close to where they are now.
Okay.
So if they want, how much do you give them commission if they
yeah, it works out. Our commission sheet's kind of like a rolling sheet. So like if they're on commission, they should be hitting their salary should be 30% of their take-ins.
Yeah, so, and how much you give me? If I hit my target, how much extra are you going to give me, roughly? 10%, 20%, 30%?
So we don't necessarily work it like that. So it depends on what they achieve to what they get, if that makes sense. So it's unlimited. They can keep progressing. So obviously the higher the goal, the better they get paid.
Means nothing to me. I'm just a simple beautician. Help me out. Talk to me that I can get commission. How do I get more money off you, Victoria?
So instead of earning £8 an hour, you could be earning £10 per hour.
Okay, so you put the hourly rate up, is that right?
Well, if we worked it out, yeah, that's what I would hope. That's what I want them to.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Make sure that your targets are super simple. Mine was really easy. So our targets over here were 2,700 a week. As soon as you hit that number, I give you 30% of everything above. That was mine. It was easy. My staff knew as soon as I hit 2,700, for every $100 in the till, I get 30 of it. Easy, easy, easy. You need to make sure that. Sorry.
Do you still have a salon, Richard?
No, I sold mine 2 years ago.
Okay.
To a lady from Dubai. She flew in and bought it cash. Lovely. It was a good salon, earning money. Yeah, and she still pays me commission now every month because it was such a good salon as part of the deal. But I can't do two things. I can't run a salon and coach because that's why I sold my salon. I was at work one day trying to deal with someone's problem, and my junior said to me, "Richard, you're not even here. Your head's all over the place." And I went, "You're right." So I went and put it on the market and sold it. That was how my salon went. But so your targets, for example, need to be really clean so we know where we're at. And then I want you to bring it down. So if she's on 700, I'd make it 750. If she's on 600, make it 650. If she's on 400, make it 450, 850. And then I'd give them a little bit of commission if they hit it. Not at all, a little bit. Give them a little win.
Okay.
And then if they hit it a few times, then you set the target at 800. Your aim is to help them get to here. Are you a fit girl?
No, it doesn't sound really hard, but I have given so much grace that I nearly think it's hard to go back and give them like low targets because I just think it's damn laziness.
Yeah, well, it is really, but do you run?
Pardon?
Can you run? Do you run?
Nope, hate it.
Cool.
I can lift weights, so yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, let's do weights. How you do weights? I want you to go and lift. Are you in pounds or kilos over there?
Kilos.
Kilos. Oh, it's perfect. I want you to lift 30 kilos. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. What about 100 kilos?
No.
I will give you £1,000 if you can lift that.
2,000?
I'll give you $1 million if you can lift it. In one go. Tomorrow, I'll give you $1 million if you can lift it.
No, can't do it tomorrow.
In your head, you've already know you can't do it, hey?
Mm-hmm.
But if I said to you, do you know what? Let's just, in a year's time or in 3 months' time, if I build you up, I bet you'll do it. Your staff believe that they can't do this.
Okay.
It's way out of reach for them. So guess what they do?
Just don't do anything at all.
Yep. What's the point? I'm not going to hit target. It's way too big. I can't do it. You can nag as much as you like. So for me, if I asked you to run a marathon, you just said you can't do it. But if I said to you, run a mile, you'd do it. Run 2 miles, you'd do it. Eventually, you could run a marathon if you wanted to. But if I said today, run a marathon tomorrow, I'll give you $1 million, you'd give up before you put the first step in front of yourself. You go, I can't do that. Well, they can't believe they can hit target. If you've got staff that have never hit target, very rarely hit target, it's because they truly believe they can't. We need to do a whole coaching session on this. This is module 10 on team meetings. It's like, bring it down to their level. At the moment, they know they hit 700, so make it 750. And if you hit it, I don't know, I'll give you a gift voucher for somewhere. Then you hit it again. Don't give them the full commission. I'm not doing that. Just give them a win. And then we're going to build you up.
Keep it, Richard. It's crackling. Can you hear that? No.
Yeah, I think. I'm not sure if it's me or it's you. How's that? Yeah, cracked it.
It's just maybe. Oh well, yeah.
All good?
It's still crackling, but I can hear you through it, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's good. I'll talk a bit louder then if that's the case. But yeah, for me, targets, they need to know what's set, what's real. Mm-hmm. It is really practically, hey. Let me try and share my screen again if I can. But yeah, for me, Try and find out where they're at and come and meet them. Let them stretch a bit. Don't give them for nothing, but let them stretch a bit. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to know where they're at
when
now. Pardon?
When I look at where they're at and where they need to get, it's not a big jump for most of them. It's just because I done this last month. I broke it down. It was like £40 per day short.
Oh, huge!
You know, so it's not my. Pardon?
40 a day is huge to me. That's 2 clients or 3 clients.
Or one retail product.
Yeah. Yes. Well, that's down to you to train them to do retail products. That's your fault, not theirs. But I agree. It needs to be, in your world it's easy. In their world it's hard. Help them achieve it.
Yeah. There's obviously something missing because I've really spent, I can't count the hours I've spent training these girls to try and do stuff. And I mean, obviously it works for me and I'm trying to help them see, and it's all heads nodding, yes, yes, yes. And there's nothing, you know, so it's not like they're saying we can't do this. No, we can't do that. It's just all dogs nodding their head and then nothing happens.
Yeah. If it was my salon, I would start September as a team event, and it would be, if you need 4,000 for the salon, make it a team event, not singular, just for one-off.
Yeah.
Give them a win.
The past 2 months we've set a team.
No good?
Yeah.
A salon goal?
Yeah, so instead of individual target, we done like a group target.
Yep.
And we started that in June. I think it was June and July, and tracked it weekly and still nothing. So again, they're just falling short. So
your client journey, if you work the client journey, your average bill will go up. I promise you.
That's what I need to probably.
Targets, I think you need to watch them and help them out if you can, but that's a different talk for a different day. We might argue for that one for a while, but that's okay. I love arguing. I love, because that's the only way we're going to win, if we change what we do. Cool. If you hopefully let me know how you go with your team meeting. I'm going to see you on the calls anyway, because you're quite an active person, so that's good. Did you catch that? I hope you did. I hear the crackling in the background. But if you need me in the meantime, reach out to me. Hey, reach out to me. Say, hey, I'm stuck on this. I will help you.
And what modules would you recommend that I watch in the background or be at? Because I'm not really familiar with that jigsaw. I just know I've done the first part, but is there any pattern to it or what?
Yeah, so we put them in as we go. So at the moment, you'll have authority and momentum, which should start your Facebook page. So I'd like you to do them too.
Okay.
And in a week's time, we're going to do keep in touch. So you'll have another module added then as well. Okay. If you're ahead of the game and you say, Richard, I'm smashing this, I'll give you another one as well.
Okay.
Have you got the client journey in there?
I think you added it last week, possibly.
Okay, so yeah, I did. So you've got the client journey, you should have momentum, and you should have authority. They're 3 big ones. That's 3 months worth of work. Big. Because it's learning and doing.
Yeah. I suppose I'm just conscious that I'm doing all the work and I need the team. I think I said that to you, I can put all these posts out, but if they're not delivering when clients come in, that's the risk. So I feel like I need to work with them first rather than delivering all these posts.
I agree, but the posts will take a while for that momentum to happen.
Yeah. So
if you can work on the posts and work on the client journey at the same time, you'll do well. And
I don't ever stop. So even though I said that,
I imagine that. So for me, do your team meeting, start doing the authority, and then come back to me, message me, hey Rich, this is where I'm at. Let's build it again. Let's keep your momentum going. We want to do a big jump, a big jump.
Yeah.
Do you know what you got to do?
Perfect. Yeah. So obviously, just focus tomorrow on client journey for a team.
Yeah. And watch them. Once it's been played out, watch for the holes.
Yeah.
And if you need help, reach out to me. I'm here.
And just this is the new standard of our client journey. Fall below it, and yeah.
Yeah, fall below it. You upset the clients. The clients expect this. Hey.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hopefully you've got everything you need. Have a beautiful day. Looks like the sun's shining out there, so that's good. Yeah, don't know if it is or not. Yeah, and if not, reach out to me anytime you need anything. Okay.
No problem. Thank you.
Not a problem, Victoria. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye now.